When you work in a firehouse 7 blocks from the 2 tallest buildings in New York, you get to know every step, every staircase, every story.
And most of you sitting through the city with 1.25 inches of rain.
Inch and a quarter?
1.25 inches. That was the rainfall total for the park. Walk over to the wall. We'll show you what it looks like. This shot showing you lower Manhattan. And everything is actually in pretty good shape now as we work into clear. But for us, bright sunny skies, 65 degrees at 7 o'clock in the morning, and sunny and pleasant for the rest of the day, 80 degrees. It's kind of a guilty pleasure as beautiful as this weather's going to be. The 5-day, yeah, look at this, 78 degrees on Wednesday. Thursday, I think.
It's going to be a beautiful day today. Sunshine throughout. Low humidity. Really a splendid September day. The afternoon temperature about 80 degrees. Great weather for the primary election. Tonight, clear and cool, low 60 in Midtown.
It's begun to sound like some sort of a cliche. But really, September 11th started out like every other day.
Well, currently winds out of the northwest 6 miles per hour. Relative humidity 70%. 66 in Newark.
And I'm David Haffenrepper. It is lunchtime in London, 5 a.m. in Los Angeles, and 8 a.m. here in New York. Live from the CNN Financial News headquarters, you're watching Before Hours.
American 11 heavy. Traffic's orbiting north of the field at 3,500 feet. Maintain 3,000. Runway 4 right. Cleared for takeoff.
Okay, 3, clear for takeoff. 4 right. What are the winds?
Wind 330 at Niner. US Air 1995. Contact departure.
Departure is 1995 departure.
Delta 2435, Boston Tower, runway 9er. Taxi into position and hold.
2435, can we do that with about a minute delay in the position?
Affirmative, Delta 2435, advise ready.
Delta 2435, position hold, runway 9er, we'll call you ready. It'll be about another minute and a half.
United 175 heavy, runway 9er, cleared for takeoff. Traffic holding in position on 4 right.
Clear for takeoff, runway 9er, United 175 heavy.
US Air 6511, lost our caution, we service departing heavy, Boeing 767, runway 9er, taxi to position, hold traffic will depart, runway 4 right.
Position hold 9, 6511.
Delta 2433, traffic's orbiting north of the field at 3,500 feet. After departure, maintain 3,000.
2433, maintain 3,000.
Delta 2351, contact departure. American 894, traffic's holding on the crossing runway, wind 35013, runway 4 right. Cleared for takeoff.
894 is clear for takeoff, 4 right.
Delta 2433, Boston Tower, caution, we service departing Boeing 757, traffic will depart the crossing runway prior to your runway 4 right, taxi to position and hold.
2433, position hold, runway 4 right.
American 11, climbing table level 350. American 11, climbing table level 350.
American 11, Boston.
Earth 7, Mike Lima, how do you hear?
Mike Lima has you loud and clear.
American 11, Boston. American 11, the American on the frequency, how do you hear me? This is Adam. This is Boston. I turned American 20 left and I was going to climb. He will not respond to me now.
Looks like he's turning right.
Yeah, I turned him 20 right.
Oh, okay.
And he's only going to, I think, 29.
Okay.
Sure,
that's fine.
But
You want to answer? He is Nardo. Roger.
Thanks.
American 77, your departure frequency will be 125.05, runway 30, clear for takeoff.
Takeoff, clear for takeoff, runway 30, American 77. Charlie's going north on.
Jules was riding with the battalion chief, Joseph Pfeiffer, videotaping. It was basically camera practice. See, Jules had only been shooting for a few weeks. Before that, Gideon was the main cameraman.
Every time the battalion goes, I go. You know, I just need to practice, so I shoot. And I don't stop.
You want to just check the wheel gas pop over here? Go to gas mains right here.
United 93, wind 3307, runway 4 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear takeoff 4 left, United 93.
Eagle 665, Newark Tower, caution right turbulence, runway 4 left, taxi to position, hold.
Taxi to position, hold, Eagle flight 665.
Continental 124, Newark Tower, wind 3407, number 3, runway 4 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, 4 right, Continental 124. Continental 1836, 4,000 outside 30.
Continental 1836, Newark Tower, wind 3407, runway 4 right, clear to land.
Ryan 4 right, Continental 1836.
United 93, contact departure.
Departure, United 93, good day.
One 0,000, Blue Ridge 527.
Thank you, Blue Ridge 527.
Teď se krásně vidět, vidíš to?
An anonymous tip away that let's trace the roots. The DEA is sending tips out to law enforcement agents at ports of entry throughout the Northeast. And a port authority cop there gets the information. And it's talked about Ron, that there were two women from Los Angeles traveling separately, using tickets purchased at the same time.
Tohle jsou nejvyšší dvě budovy v New Yorku.
Ken? Hello. Do you see that United 175 anywhere? And do me a favor, you see that target there, the 3321 code at 335 climbing? Don't know who he is, but you got the US Air 583. If you need to descend him down, you can. We have a hijack. We have some problems over here right now.
Oh, you do?
Yes, and
okay.
That may be real traffic. Nobody knows. I can't get a hold of the United 175 at all right now. And I don't know where he went to.
All right. Okay, I'll see if I have one.
All right.
Okay.
United 175, New York.
New York 583.
Go ahead. US Air 583, go ahead.
Yeah, I get reports on over the radio of a commuter plane hitting the World Trade Center. Is that Naudet 76 still in the air?
Don't know, but just stand by. Delta 2433, turn left to a heading of 170 now. I have traffic. I'm not really sure if it's good out of 32. Might be descending, might be climbing. I'm showing them at 31 right now.
Heading 170 to 2433.
United 175, do you read New York?
Hey, can I get you on the also?
What the hell was that?
It sounded like a plane crash. Yo, close to you!
Come to us, come to us. Come to us. Come to us. Hey, Beth. What is that?
Somebody hit the World Trade Center or the...
It's a Trade
yes,
Center.
The World Trade
Center.
There's a fire on the upper floors.
It was just an explosion.
Jim, just a few moments ago, something believed to be a plane crashed into the south tower of the World Trade Center. I just saw flames inside. You can see the smoke coming out of the tower. We have no idea of what it was. It was a tremendous boom just a few moments ago. You can hear around me emergency vehicles heading towards the scene. Now, this could have been an aircraft, or it could have been something internal. It appears to be something coming from the outside due to the nature of the opening on about the 100th floor of the south tower of the World Trade Center.
Yeah. This just in, you were looking at obviously a very disturbing live shot there. That is the World Trade Center.
As Matt just mentioned, we have a breaking news story to tell you about.
A plane has crashed into one of
just
the towers
into the World Trade Center here in New York City.
CNN Center right now.
You
Just beginning to work on the story. We just got to calling our sources and trying to figure out exactly
at this point in time. But
World Trade Center in New York.
It's 8:52 here in New York. I'm Mark Campbell. We understand that there has been a plane crash on the southern tip of Manhattan. We're looking at the World Trade Center.
We have a satellite picture right now. That is it.
A live picture.
As you can see, this is different. This is a different perspective than we saw earlier. The plane obviously went in on one side and came out the other. There's debris all over the ground. Exactly. And as you can see, it affects perhaps 10 floors.
Towards the building, transmit a third alarm. We'll have the staging area at Vesey and West Street.
Pfeiffer was the first chief into the building. Right away, a guy from the Port Authority told him the damage was somewhere above the 78th floor. But all you had to do was look around. It was obvious. Something had happened right there in the lobby.
You just saw that all the windows were blown out.
Later, they'd figure out that flaming jet fuel had shot straight down the elevator shaft.
All of this damage was done already. People was all over the place.
While I'm sure some people were already at work, immediately there's speculation or cause for concern. This is the World Trade Center that was the center of a terrorist bombing some years ago. So the questions have to be asked, was this purely an accident or could this have been an intentional act? But either way, extensive damage has been done to this building.
It also looks like there's smoke coming out of the east side of the building. That shot we just saw looks like white smoke billowing out the side of the east side of the building.
Obviously, horrified commuters were absolutely devastated when they heard this explosion. We talked about
American 77, Indy. American 77, American, Indy. American 77, American, Indy radio check. How do you read? American 77, American radio check. How do you read?
We have Chopper 4 is now on the scene. April and Monica, what can you tell us from your vantage point?
Well, what we can see right here as we were coming up the Hudson River, we can see thick black smoke indicating the fire is still going on right now in the World Trade Center. For as far as the eye can see, and you can tell right here at the top of this tower, there's a huge gaping hole, flames still inside, thick black smoke still coming out. We have not been able to see what, if any, kind of an aircraft is inside the building. This is the best vantage point right here, and as you can see, just a huge gaping hole throughout the entire side of this tower right now.
April, can you see down to the street to see what might be going on down there? Are there signs of the people that have evacuated the building? What can you tell? Can you see anything down there, or are you simply not close enough at this point?
We are simply not close enough right at this point. We are following the smoke in the air right now. There are several boats and watercraft, as we can see in the river right now. We'll try to get a better vantage point and see what we can see on the ground. It's a little difficult from the air because the buildings kind of shadow the streets, but no doubt a lot of activity on the ground right now.
And in terms of...
What's up?
Well, are you shooting? I was like first in the fucking clear. It's really... What's this other jet doing? What the hell is that?
Holy fuck!
Oh my God! Jesus fucking Christ!
Oh my God! My own eye. Just went. It must be perfect. Holy shit!
Holy shit, Martin. Oh! That's the other building. That's terrorists. Other building? That's terrorists, bro. That's fucking terrorists. Holy shit.
Looks like 6, 7 floors were taken out. And there's more explosions right now. Hold on, people are running.
Hold on just a moment. We've got an explosion inside.
The building's exploding right now. You got people running up the street.
Okay.
Hold on, I'll tell you what's going on.
It does not appear that there's any kind of an effort up there yet. Now remember, oh my God.
Oh my God.
That looks like a second plane.
I did not see a plane go in. That just exploded.
We just saw another plane coming in from the side.
Right, oh my God, another plane has just hit another building. Flew right into the middle of it. Explosion. My God, it's right in the middle of the building.
Wow. That apparently does look like it is in the other building at this point. Back off.
Get ready.
Must.
Yes, must. Boys and girls, pick your reader up from Sen 60 on page 153. At the count of 3, everyone should be on page 153. If the yellow paper is going to bother you, drop it. Thank you. Everybody touch the title of your story. Fingers under the title. Get ready to read the title. Fast way. Thank you. Fingers under the title of the story.
This one?
Operations underway, not clear. We're going to show you, this is the second plane after the first tower was already on fire. This happened just minutes ago. We'll let the pictures tell the story. You saw it live here on CNN as it happened. The plane crashed right into the side of the World Trade Center, causing a huge explosion. Now, as we speak, and we're showing you live pictures now, smoke and fire taking place in both towers of the World Trade Center.
And it appeared that second plane that we actually did have on videotape, on its approach toward that tower, actually turned. And I have to think, I'm not an expert in these things, so I don't know, but it would seem as though that move actually may have caused much more damage. These are incredible pictures, as you can see here.
Let's keep the pictures up as we go ahead and talk to more eyewitnesses. Joe Trachtenberg joining us on the phone. Joe, are you with us?
Yes, I am.
Can you tell us what your vantage point is and what you've seen so far?
Well, we got, I heard on the radio that one of the towers was on fire, and we went to a high point in our building, which is on the 25th floor, and you had a clear view of the both World Trade Centers, and the one tower was smoking hard. And there was another plane that was flying low, and we just looked at it, and before you know it, just kamikaze boom right into the other tower, and mass explosion, windows flying. It was horrible. I'm still distraught looking at it.
Were you close enough to see or get a general idea of what kind of plane that was that flew in the second time?
Well, I'm not an expert on planes, but it wasn't didn't seem like a big passenger jet. It was a smaller type plane because it made some pretty radical turn, and you know, they were flying low, and you're not used to see big planes flying over Manhattan because I don't think you're allowed to, but it was pretty tough.
Lockman 89. Are you watching the tag 5-1 out there? I guess,
yes, I am. I guess we did a right-hand turn back.
They're going to have a right turn back. We'll have to reroute. We'll just put them in back to direct St. Louis, and they can put in whatever they want, just so we can stand them off back.
Marine.
Yeah, then.
If Air Canada continues this climb, can you take them climb to 35 or 39?
Back at that 1060 with you for 3 tunnel.
Doesn't look like it.
No, it doesn't look like it. Doesn't look good. All right.
Thanks.
Somebody call Cleveland.
Roger, American 1060 with you. We're 370. We're slowing due to the delays possible going eastbound.
That's American 1060.
Lorraine, Patterson to 99. Contact Chicago Center 124.
Center American 1060.
Yeah.
You got United 93.
United 93.
Yeah, descended. Lorraine, Patterson to 99.
What's that?
I just saying, it looked like he descended
I
there.
don't think so. United 93, verified 3.
United 93, Cleveland. Do you have United 93 south of Chard?
We hear some funny noises. We're trying to get him. Do you have him?
No.
Thank you.
United 93, Cleveland.
United 93, verify your flight level 350.
Cleveland 16 Mike Fox out of 39.8 for 410.
Number 16 Mike Fox, roger. United 93, verify your level of 350. United 93, Cleveland. United 1523, Cleveland. United 1523, turn 20 degrees right.
20 right, United 1523.
United 93, Cleveland. United 93 at the Air Cleveland Center, ident, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a difficult moment for America. I unfortunately will be going back to Washington after my remarks. Secretary of Rod Page and Lieutenant Governor will take the podium and discuss education. I do want to thank the folks here at Booker Elementary School for their hospitality. Today we've had a national tragedy. 2 airplanes have crashed into the World Trade Center in an apparent terrorist attack on our country. I have spoken to the Vice President, to the Governor of New York, to the Director of the FBI, and have ordered that the full resources of the federal government go to help the victims and their families and to conduct a full-scale investigation to hunt down and to find those folks who committed this act.
The 2 buildings in New York City were hijacked prior to the incident. He's on his way to Andrews Air Force Base. Of course, he's running for Air Force One. And so to get the triangle and the point here in Washington up at
Next.
David, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but we're looking at live pictures of the Pentagon where there is billowing smoke. Jim Miklashevsky just reported that he heard an explosion, and right now we're looking at an aerial view of the Pentagon. Mick, can you talk to us?
Officially, nobody knows exactly what happened. I think the picture is pretty clear. According to one U.S. Army officer who went running past me at a full trot, He said that it appears that a bomb was detonated at the heliport. The heliport is a helicopter landing area right next to the Pentagon.
That's Washington National Airport. There are reports that the Pentagon has been evacuated and the White House is being evacuated. Clearly, you're seeing now these pictures from Washington, D.C. as we try to determine exactly what has happened there. But there was an early report of a plane perhaps going down in that area. These are early reports, and we are still struggling to confirm the information.
Airports all across the country are closed. All bridges and tunnels coming into Manhattan are closed. The Pentagon has been evacuated or is being evacuated. The White House is being evacuated. The president, who is in Sarasota today to make a speech on education, has spoken briefly to cameras and will shortly make his way back to Washington. They are checking out Air Force One now. Let's go to Atlanta. Chad Myers can talk to us a bit about the air traffic problems. Chad, are you there?
Aaron, yes. All of the airports across the country have been shut down. We started with Zone New York, which includes Islip, Newark, JFK, LaGuardia, all the way down to Philadelphia. And then IAH, Houston, and then San Francisco, and then LA. They were just falling like a deck of cards, and then all of a sudden the FAA just said, we're shutting down everything. All flights have been canceled for another 7 hours, which is about 5 o'clock Eastern time. And then we'll reignite there. We'll take a look what's going on after that. The probability of extension, as they call that, is high, which means even after 5 o'clock, the airports may still be shut down. We'll keep watching it for you here from Atlanta.
This is as close as we can get to the base of the World Trade Center. You can see the firemen assembled here, the police officers, FBI agents, and you can see the two towers. A huge explosion now raining debris on all of us. We better get out of the way!
make it? Oh, my Lord, have mercy. Yep. Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. Would they say anything?
It's dead.
Huh?
It's dead.
No, oh. Look, right.
Help me, Jesus!
Wow.
And some
Jamie,
people were.
Jamie, I need you to stop for a second. There has just been a huge explosion. We can see a billowing smoke rising, and I'll tell you that I can't see that second tower, but there was a cascade of sparks and fire, and now it looks almost like a mushroom cloud explosion, this huge billowing smoke in the second tower. This was the second of the two towers hit. And I cannot see behind that smoke, obviously, as you can either. The first tower in front has not changed.
In the general vicinity. Dan, can you tell us what has just happened?
Yes, Peter, it's Don Daly down here. I'm 4 blocks north of the World Trade Center. The second building that was hit by the plane has just completely collapsed. The entire building has just collapsed, as if a demolition team set off. When you see the old demolitions of these old buildings, it folded down on itself, and it is not there anymore.
That should be it.
Thanks very much, Dan.
Completely collapsed.
The whole side has collapsed?
The whole building has collapsed.
The whole building has collapsed?
The building has collapsed.
That's the southern tower you're talking about.
Exactly. The second building that we witnessed the airplane enter the top half had been fully involved in flame. It just collapsed. There is panic on the streets. Thousands of people running up Church Street, which is what I'm looking out on, trying to get away. But the entire, at least as far as I can see, the top half of the building, at least half of it, I can't see below that.
A situation that started bad just gets worse and worse and worse. The World Trade Center, South Tower, which was hit by a plane and racked by an explosion approximately an hour ago, has totally collapsed.
What happened?
If you're just joining us this morning, you're in for a horrific surprise.
Ravenna, Appleton, Northwest 464.
The remains of a airplane crash over on Lambertsville Road, and probably had a terrorist bomb on board that blew up. I don't know anything more than that. That's what I heard on the scanner. I just saw the smoke come up, and the explosion shook the house clear over here, and we are, what, 15 miles from Lambertsville, and it shook the heck out of the house. I don't know what else is happening. They ran one into the Pentagon and into the World Trade Center, and we're watching it on TV, and this one happened. But a great big black cloud just mushroomed right up into the air, and it shook the house, shook everybody's houses. I wonder if there's anything left of Lambertsville. That was approximately 3 minutes after 10 Tuesday.
The second tower's gonna go. Yeah. The second tower's gonna go. But the plane's inside there. I see the plane there, right there. Back up this way. Back Step this way. I don't mind I got hurt now. We're going to take it to oh, that first tower came down, quick. Your face there, you know. Don't cover your face, get there, please. It's very bad. You know, you get sick. You got to do something for your face there. No.
Everything that's going on around our world, we don't see it.
Oh my God, there it goes!
I hope I live. I hope I live. It's coming down on me. Here it comes. I'm getting behind a car.
In Washington, there is a large fire at the Pentagon. The Pentagon has been evacuated. And there's, you can see, perhaps the second tower, the front tower, the top portion of which is collapsing. Good Lord. There are no words. You can see large pieces of the building falling. You can see the smoke rising. You can see a portion of the side of the building now just being covered on the right side as I look at it, covered in smoke. This is just a horrific scene and a horrific moment. The president, who is in Florida today, is en route back to the White House. He took off a short time ago. The White House itself has been evacuated on the basis of what the Secret Service says was a credible threat on the mansion itself. We believe now that we can say that portions of both towers of the World Trade Center have collapsed. We are getting reports, and we are getting lots of reports, and we want to be careful to tell you when we have confirmed them and not. But we have a report that a 747 is down in Pennsylvania, and that remains unconfirmed at this point, and so we will check on that. I want to get back to the former commissioner in a moment, but again, to briefly recap, you have buildings in Washington now evacuated, the White House, the Pentagon. We have a report that there has been a collapse at part of the Pentagon itself. There was an explosion. You can see the Pentagon on the right side of your screen, and that is a live picture as well.
Scrapes off to the sides of the main crater with the wings. That's the one I heard. I don't know how to hear it.
Looking like a Three Stooges movie covered with plastic, I swear to God. But you get a good thing, man. That's some good shit. Then we went back there. Whoa, whoa, whoa,
whoa! I'm in ground zero. I managed to get in. I have the most amazing pictures to take. You've never seen anything like this in your life. There are cars burning all over the place. This is two World Trade Centers on the ground, on the level right here, ground level. I'm gonna try to take some still photos. Trees were rooted, knocked down. It was unbelievable.
Dude, this is worse than Pearl Harbor.
Fire trucks, windows blown out, buried in debris. car just blew up. God bless America. I've never seen anything like this, my dear Jesus. This is the World Trade Center on the floor. Words cannot express what I feel, what has been done to this country. Nobody will ever know.
Good evening. Today, our fellow citizens, our way of life, our very freedom came under attack in a series of deliberate and deadly terrorist acts. The victims were in airplanes or in their offices, secretaries, businessmen and women, military and federal workers, moms and dads, friends and neighbors. Thousands of lives were suddenly ended by evil, despicable acts of terror. The pictures of airplanes flying into buildings, fires burning, huge structures collapsing, have filled us with disbelief, terrible sadness, and a quiet, unyielding anger. These acts of mass murder were intended to frighten our nation into chaos and retreat. But they have failed. Our country is strong. A great people has been moved to defend a great nation. Terrorist attacks can shake the foundations of our biggest buildings, but they cannot touch the foundation of America. These acts shatter steel, but they cannot dent the steel of American resolve. America was targeted for attack because we're the brightest beacon for freedom and opportunity in the world, and no one will keep that light from shining. Today, our nation saw evil, the very worst of human nature, and we responded with the best of America, with the daring of our rescue workers, with the caring for strangers and neighbors who came to give blood and help in any way they could. Immediately following the first attack, I implemented our government's emergency response plans. Our military is powerful, and it's prepared. Our emergency teams are working in New York City and Washington, D.C. to help with local rescue efforts. Our first priority is to get help to those who have been injured and to take every precaution to protect our citizens at home and around the world from further attacks. The functions of our government continue without interruption. Federal agencies in Washington, which had to be evacuated today, are reopening for essential personnel tonight and will be open for business tomorrow. Our financial institutions remain strong, and the American economy will be open for business as well. The search is underway for those who are behind these evil acts. I've directed the full resources of our intelligence and law enforcement communities to find those responsible and to bring them to justice. We will make no distinction between the terrorists who committed these acts and those who harbor them. I appreciate so very much the members of Congress who have joined me in strongly condemning these attacks. And on behalf of the American people, I thank the many world leaders who have called to offer their condolences and assistance. America and our friends and allies join with all those who want peace and security in the world, and we stand together to win the war against terrorism. Tonight I ask for your prayers for all those who grieve, for the children whose worlds have been shattered, for all whose sense of safety and security has been threatened. And I pray they will be comforted by a power greater than any of us, spoken through the ages in Psalm 23. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, for you are with me. This is a day when all Americans from every walk of life unite in our resolve for justice and peace. America has stood down enemies before, and we will do so this time. None of us will ever forget this day, yet we go forward to defend freedom and all that is good and just in our world. Thank you. Good night, and God bless America.
I want you all to know that America today is on bended knee in prayer for the people whose lives were lost here, for the workers who work here, for the families who mourn. This nation stands with the good people of New York City and New Jersey and Connecticut as we mourn the loss of thousands of our citizens. I can hear you. I can hear you. The rest of the world hears you. And the people who knock these buildings down will hear all of us soon. The nation sends its love and compassion to everybody who is here. Thank you for your hard work. Thank you for making the nation proud. And may God bless America.
you.